All right, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Hawa Saipo from Columbia, South Carolina. I am coming into you live, guys, because there is talks of scamming out there by travel agents. So in lieu of the news that's going on, and this is out of South Carolina, a woman by the name of Chantel Roberts. I will put it in the description below as they're talking all over the news about these three women who have been scammed out of their travel for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's just not right what's going on. This is just bad practices that's being done by this particular travel agent. But let me tell you, not all travel agents are the same, okay? Can I go ahead and put that out there? I have been in the industry of travel for over 5 years. My name is Hawa Saipo out of Columbia, South Carolina. I am partnered up with a host agency, and so I own my home-based travel business with this host agency who has been in business for over 30 years, accredited, certified host agency. That's where I got all my credentials. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Just in case you guys are watching this somehow and you're thinking, should I use Hawa as my trusted travel advisor, right? So I'm coming onto you live because I want to talk to you about ways that you can avoid being scammed by travel agents in 2024. So here are 6 ways to avoid being scammed by a travel agent in 2024. So if you find the information helpful, make sure you give me a huge thumbs up by the end of the video or while you're watching, because that really helps my YouTube channel. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, be gracious and click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, slide it over so you'll be notified when I have new videos. And I'm going to be more interactive, more information to help you as far as trying to pick the best travel agent. Are travel agents needed to this day? And the answer is yes, yes, yes. The industry is just running havoc with all these technology and online travel agencies. It is still a travel agency. Now you're just doing the work, or you're being the consumer and you booking your trips on your own, doing DIY type travel. Is it a good idea? Only if you are really, really, really good at research and you really enjoy this and you've traveled the world and you travel a lot. So that gives you more of an edge. Like you have more advanced, I guess, some sort of internal training than the average person trying to book travel. So travel agents are still super valuable to this day. Group travel, corporate travel, destination weddings, all these things travel agents can do to help their clientele. So of course, there are good travel agents and there are not good travel agents. And then you have con artists and travel agents out there posing as travel agents, and they are scamming you. So here are 6 ways to avoid being scammed. I have my phone out because I wrote it down because I've been reading this in the past few days. It is quite interesting. And I just want to make sure that you guys know that not all travel agents are made equal. And here are the ways to decipher who you should use. And if you have an inkling or some sort of like sixth sense and something feels icky, you are probably right. And these are the ways where you can help you to maybe stop that transaction or figure out if you should even use this particular travel agent or not. Okay, now this is if you are using a particular travel agent and you saw them online, somebody, told you about this travel agent. These are the ways that you can help, because right now in today's age, like I said, a lot of social media, a lot of references being used. You may have seen somebody or heard of somebody and they look really good on social media marketing themselves, and you think, wow, this is a legit travel agent. I can use this person. But be aware of these things, and this will really, really help you to find the best travel agent. And once you use the best, you actually would never want to go back, and you would literally enjoy this relationship that you have one-on-one with your travel agent. And this will be the longest, best relationship you'll ever have, planning your dream trips. Number one is, if you're about to use this travel agent, assuming you've never used them, it could be a him or a her, whoever that may be. One thing that you need to do is you need to check their social media status and referrals. Go to the social media, because most people nowadays, they still have brick and mortar travel agencies where you actually go to the office and sit there. Well, they still should have some kind of website, some type of entity online for you to peruse and look through the information, especially in 2024. And if you don't know that person, you need to check their social media. Go through their social media, Facebook, Instagram, and see what type of posts they have, how long they have been posting, and then also check to see if they have clientele reviews on their Facebook, or even on Google. You can actually check on their to the business page to see if they're registered as a business and if they have any reviews about their travel agency. Okay, in this case, if you're working with an independent travel advisor, you need to know, okay, do they have a social media? What did they look like? You can actually get a sense of their personality, what kind of person they are, whether they're consistent or not, or active in the travel business, by how often they post and what kind of posts that they put on their social media. And then, of course, you want to follow up on the referrals. Ask them, how many people have you booked? Do you have any reference? Do you have anyone that I can actually call and talk to that have used you previously, and get a feel for who you are using, right? And you want to Google their names as well. Put in their actual name, not just their travel agency. You can Google their travel agency name if they have a business name, and you can Google their actual name. In this case, the news is all about Chantel Roberts. I'm going to put that information in the news article or whatever information in the description below if you want to watch that video about this particular travel advisor who is scamming thousands out of these, these people who trusted them with their bookings. And it's just really sad what's going on. And I just want to help you guys to make that good decision. But yes, you can Google, because right now, this person who's having this coverage about them, if you Google them and their name, it pulls up all the news about them, right? You can also put this in the Facebook names as well, and it'll show you all the posts pertaining to those keywords, which is that travel agent's name and their travel agency. So do your research, right? Check the information. You want to check visibility and also where they're residing in, just as much information as possible. That's number one. That already will help you to find that travel agent, making sure that they are legitimate. Number two is that you want to make sure that you don't just have conversations through text messages. It's easy to hide behind the text messages. You need to see what they look like, and you need to hear what they sound like, and ask them if they can, if you ask them if they can send you a picture of what they look like and who they are. The more information that you have of them, the better, because now you're getting a sense of a real person that you're working with. Otherwise, you can just book travel yourself online, right? And be scammed by those online sites. But here you are working with an actual person. So you need to be able to talk to them over the phone. You can really gather a lot how they communicate, how much detail oriented they are, their passion of travel. You can ask them things like, well, what do you normally book? How long have you been in the business? What's your favorite things to book? All these things, whatever questions you may have. And you've never used a travel agent before, you should be able to ask this travel agent. You need to interview them too. They're interviewing you to make sure you're a good client, and you are interviewing them to make sure that they are a good candidate to book your travel, because you don't want to be scammed. and you talk over the phone, make sure that you stay in constant communication as you're doing your booking. How often do they communicate? When you call them, when you message them, do you get a response immediately? Do you know their work hours? How concise are they? How detail oriented are they? And then you're going to develop that sort of comfort level when you are working with the right travel agent. Trust me, trust your instinct. You will know. So if you have an icky feeling, don't use them. Find another person. There's so many people out there, and ask for referrals, right? People who travel a lot and say, hey, do you use a travel agent? Who did you use? And what's their name? And get the information. Number 3, things to avoid. This is how you can avoid using the wrong travel agent. You should check credentials. When they are giving their name and travel agency name, you can actually go to the Better Business Bureau to pull up their travel agency if they are registered. And you want to make sure that they have an A+ rating and see if there's any complaints against this particular travel agent. And if they don't have like a business, their business is registered, that is a clue. That's a hint, clue for you. Now, if they are an independent travel advisor under a host agency, ask for the host agency's name. You can also look up that host agency name to see if they are registered or not as well. This will also help you to understand who and which company is this person working with, because that will also let you know if they're up to date with their trainings, if they are with a good company that have good suppliers that your agent is working with on your behalf, because the objective is to find you the best exclusive deals for the value of the price that you're paying for your travel needs. And that could be hotel, package, cruise, excursion, activity, trip transfer, trip protection, all the things that you need to get your travel booked. Okay. Number 4, when you are starting to make payments to your travel agent, you want to make sure that your payments are there's no cash handling, no Cash App, no Venmo, no Zelle directly to the clients. That's not how it works. At least in today's age, maybe back in the day, things maybe have been different, where in some countries, the client pays the travel agency uses their credit card to pay the supplier. But in today's age, right now, if you're working with most travel agents who is working with major suppliers, what they do is the travel agent will use your credit card or debit card to pay directly to the vendor and supplier, the cruise line, the hotel itself, the vacation package, all the major name brands that you have heard of and that the client's using, that you have used. The travel agent needs to make sure that they're using the credit card. And of course, travel agents will not use a credit card that person is not on the itinerary or booking themselves. So some of these things is important to follow these things to protect the client and to protect the travel agent. In your case, you are a client and you want to make sure, hey, I'm not paying you, right? I'm paying the supplier. So it needs to go straight to the supplier or the vendor or the major brands themselves, never to the agent. Right. The 5th thing is, after that payment is made, you need to have a confirmation email right after the payment is made, showing that the itinerary is actually booked with a reservation number, with the invoice, with detailed information of your trip. It should be very detailed, dates, your name, when you arrive, if there's a flight flying out of, the record locator number with the airlines, because record locator, you actually, once that reservation is booked and a deposit is made, you can actually go to the airline app and input that record locator immediately, put your name, and you should be able to pull up your itinerary to see if it exists. Now, if it's a hotel only booking, if you have a weird, icky feeling and this is your first time using, and you want to make sure that you're not being scammed, you can actually call the resort directly and give them the reservation number in your name, and the front desk should be able to pull your reservation up. Isn't that cool? Everything is tracked if you're using the right travel agent and you're not being scammed, of course. Should have all the information on there. So look at the confirmation and follow through. If you have doubt, don't wait for months and months and continue to pay the travel agent, payment plans and all the money when you have a feeling that you're not getting the communication that is necessary for you to feel secure in this transaction, right? Because the travel agent, that's their job, is to make sure that you everything is being booked right and that is being paid on time and that you have an actual reservation. Last bit of advice for you. The last tip is number 6. This number 6 is use an agent referred to you by someone that has already been used and successful at their trip. Okay, a lot of my referrals come from clients that have used me and somebody told them about me. They came back the trip and they book more trips. So it does help when you're starting out using a travel agent and you are leery of this. You want to, first of all, listen to a reputable friend or family that have actually used the travel agent themselves. Okay, so that is a really good indication that you are using a good travel agent. I think that's everything that I've covered for you guys. Hey, I thought that was going to be really helpful by coming on, sharing with you 6 ways that you can avoid being scammed by a travel agent in 2024. Otherwise, everything that I've told you, you can actually follow through by the tracking code. Everything has a tracking code, a transaction code in the travel industry. Trust me when I tell you, because if there is no tracking code, there's no way of the hotel, the flight, the airlines, the travel agency that travel agent's working for to keep track of exactly what has transpired. And most suppliers are really good about when they receive the payments, when that conversation was being called, everything is being recorded. And you want to make sure that when you are conversing with your travel agent, that you do it through emails too, because now it's being timestamped and there are records that you can actually look through and find the information when you need it. Okay, so keep track of all your information, save everything in a folder. So if your travel agent is sending you stuff, it's easy for you to erase things by accident, but it's okay. If you use a good travel agent, you can always contact them and say, hey, I lost this information. Can you resend it to me? So I would suggest to you, if you're using a travel agent, is to make sure that you keep record of everything, every conversation, every email, and make sure that you always have email confirmations and put it in your travel folder of your emails. Okay, guys? Thank you so much. I hope that you found this useful, and don't be afraid of using travel agents. Listen, the industry is phenomenal. Our company has booked over $3 billion in travel sales in the last 8 years, and this year is our highest year already, and the year is not even over. That our company has booked collectively. There's over 118,000 active agents with our host agency, and we have already sold over $1 billion in travel sales. How amazing is that? And earlier today, I was able to book last minute hotel stay in North Carolina at a casino, and I was able to save my client's money, and I booked that for her, sent her the confirmation, and she was so happy and excited. And not only that, I'm working on booking a trip for her next year for Alaska, and I'm looking at some casino rates for her. I love what I do. But listen, when you have a good travel agent, they're going to make sure they're going to give you all the information, everything you need, clear, giving you good, important information, not all the mess. And, and I really hate that this happened to these people on the news. And I'm sure that is not the only case. It's probably happening everywhere. Con artists are everywhere and they exist, right? Every industry, there's good, there's bad, there's the ugly, and there are scammers. So just want to let you know that the people who are doing things the right way, they're going to have signs of doing things the right way. Find yourself somebody that's great, has integrity, love what they do, and are visible and always sharing with you information, educating you about the travel industry. That's who you should use as your travel agent. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys the next time. If you have any comments, make sure you leave some comments below. Share with us your story of scams that has happened to you in the past, or things that almost happened and you got away, you actually lucked out and didn't use them. And share with us a story. I'm interested to hear about all the information you're going to share with us, and you're going to maybe help somebody else in watching this video. And if you have more tips about how to avoid scammers as travel agents, leave us in the comments below. Thank you so much, guys. See you guys soon. Bye.